We're welcoming now to the show Matt Asner and Navah Paskowitz-Asner from the Ed Asner Family Center, and they're here. So I'm wiping away the tears. They're here with us today to talk about the Ed Asner Poker Tournament, which is happening this Saturday night. And I want to get all the skinny on how we are going to get to watch it from home. The list of stars that they have at this event. There they are. Look at you guys. You look so cute. Hi.
Hi.
Jason Weisbrod said to say hi. He was
I love
we
those
say
guys.
hi to Jason Weisbrod and go.
There we go. And Alani was here too. Alani Shorin was here. So you guys, I was just saying to them that you've got your big poker tournament on Saturday. Tell us, we want to know all the 411.
Well, it's been a ride.
I'll bet.
We've done this live for the last, this is the 8th. This is number 8. And every year it's been live. It's been in LA. You've been there every time, I think.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. And so this year we were kind of hit in the face by the pandemic like everyone else. And we had to decide what we wanted to do. So we went down the road and said, hey, let's do this online. So we started kind of working on it and working on it and working on it. Seems like we've been working on it a long time. And
24/7, this thing.
And so here we are, not coasting, but kind of just getting into Saturday, which is Saturday night, 5 o'clock, starts at 5 o'clock with a virtual red carpet.
5 o'clock, okay.
Hosted by Social Director Chelsea Darnell.
That's right.
Love it. I love Chelsea. Wonderful.
It's her calling. She's amazing at this.
She is amazing.
I will say, we have no idea how this is going to go. It could be, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. It's
the wild west.
It's the Wild West. I like using analogies, and it's like a roller coaster. It's like the Wild West. It's like, it's like you just don't know what's going to happen.
The outer limits.
It's like like the Twilight Zone, actually.
But you know what? Can I just say that's exciting to me? I was raised in live theater, and that's the fun thing about live theater. You never know what's going to happen. It's the reason why Saturday Night Live has been on as many years as it has, because anything can happen. And so I think it's cool.
The X factor is there. So
yes.
So basically, let me explain what's going to happen.
Now my nose is happening.
No, I'm so sorry because I was weeping.
I forgot tissues.
I did too.
My allergies.
So we have.
But you know what?
Yeah.
The positive is because Shannon's been to the poker tournament every year. The positive is because the stars literally can do this in their pajamas.
Yes.
We have tenfold the amount of stars we've ever had.
Your list is crazy, you guys.
Well, it's just, I'm so thankful to everyone who's joining us, and that's the stars and everyone who bought, everyone who registered for a ticket.
Yes. Carefully.
I'm just really thankful. And
yes,
the interesting thing about this is it's going to be two things. It's not just one thing. It's two things. So, No,
I'm still here. Okay. I just wanted to see more of you, so I took my camera out, but I'm still here.
I got scared. You froze there.
No. Okay. No, I'm still here. I just wanted to see, because there's two of you. I wanted to see more of you.
Okay.
So tell us what the two things are.
So we're going to have, for anyone playing poker, they're going to have a, typical game surface that they're playing on. So we're going to send them a login. They're going to log into poker, and they're going to have a gameplay. It's almost like a video game. They're going to be playing poker. And they'll be playing with all these celebrities. They'll be, it's a virtual table, so they'll be playing with celebrities, and they'll be playing with other people. And then concurrently, on another link, there will be a broadcast that we will be going live out through Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and maybe one or two other things. And we'll be going live. So there'll be a live broadcast, which will kind of encompass everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. We'll have interviews with the celebrities. We'll have all sorts of things going on.
We're trying to pretend that we are going to do something like the Disney sing-along did, where you see Ed in person in the center.
Yeah.
And then it flashes to, God willing, let's say Jack Black. And then and then it'll flash to somebody else, a player.
Well, and also we have for halftime, we have a wonderful musical performance by Lyle Lovett. So
I can't even.
I like that.
Yeah.
Halftime.
Halftime. Yeah, the halftime show. So for us at home, is it? Are you sold out? Can they still buy a ticket to play poker, or is that sold out?
I believe there are a few tickets left. I think we're pretty close to being sold out. I'm not 1,000% sure.
Okay.
But everyone can watch if they want, isn't that
correct? Yeah. But I want to talk about there's two different levels. If you wanted to, you could it sounds like for a couple of lucky people, you still could play poker with the celebrities.
Yeah.
So you in a private room with people like Tom Hanks. Yes, a private virtual room. Everybody's home safe, COVID distancing, but it's you and how many people at a table? Like 10?
Most likely 10.
10 people at a table. So you and there will be celebrities in every one of those rooms. The list, let's talk for a second about the list of celebrities. I almost passed out when I saw Tom Hanks, because that's like, the A-list of the A-list is Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell is back.
Yeah.
Randy Rainbow is back.
Randy Rainbow, Ben Affleck, Jack Black, Nick Offerman,
Clancy Brown, Maureen McCormick,
Danny Bonaducci. We're going to have a Brady Bunch, Partridge Family,
Anna Paquin,
her husband Stephen Moyer, Richard Kind.
Love Richard Kind.
Richard Schiff.
Yeah.
The
list is endless, you guys.
It's crazy, and I'm sorry if we forgot you, but it's like I said, these guys are doing it in their pajamas this year.
It's crazy how good it is. So you could play poker, but we can all watch.
You can all watch.
There's a cost to play poker. If you want that last ticket, what a great gift to give someone, the person in your life that loves that kind of thing. Give them a seat at the poker table, and you'll be making a donation to the Ed Asner Family Center. But for those of us who are not going to play poker and are going to watch, what do we have to do that? And is there a cost to just watch?
It's completely free. And we will be streaming this over our Facebook channel. So actually, if you go to our Facebook page now, it's at Asner Family Center. If you go to our Facebook page now, you can get the link and just kind of remind yourself that it's going to happen. And then, so our Facebook page, our YouTube page, my dad's Twitter account will be showing it live.
Okay.
And we might be cross-posting on different
celebrity
Facebook,
Lovely.
Or you could go to pokerwithed.com as well.
And then we have all the links there. But we want to go as wide with this as possible. It is really the Wild West. And I don't think anyone's done this before in terms of this kind of event. And I guess it goes in line with the kind of events that I've done in the past, which I'm proud of. And I think we are doing something new. We're doing something kind of exciting and interesting, and I think people are going to have fun with it.
Something to look forward to. I mean, these days there's very little things that you can do as a community and be entertained.
Yes.
And it's going to be a really entertaining night. I think that's the most important thing.
It is. And I see some people we forgot on our list already.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie Lee Curtis,
Dylan McDermott,
Holly Robinson Pete.
What
is this?
Matthew Modine, Dylan McDermott.
I kind of have the hots for him. Who's that?
Who are you having the hots for?
Dylan McDermott.
Oh, Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle.
Yes.
So,
it's the only thing I'm going to say about this, I have a feeling that as much as we love doing the in-person poker, and I think that when things are safe, you're going to go back to the in-person poker, but I think that the networks are crazy stupid for not having picked this up, some network, because this is better. I'm looking more forward to this on Saturday night than anything the networks have put out in the last few months.
Yay.
Well, that's great.
We hope we don't disappoint you.
I hope.
No, you won't.
God willing.
And I gotta say, we have a guy directing the show who's I think he's, runs a tight ship, but he's gonna do a great job. We're Dwight Kennedy. He's gonna do a great job.
He's also an autism parent.
Yeah.
So he has a part in it. And he's been working 24/7 getting this thing.
We have a lot of autism parents like in big jobs here, because Dwight's a board member and he's also the director. We have Sherry Warner, who's a mom of
doing all
a
our
young
PR.
woman on the spectrum.
Shelby is our community outreach and administration person, has a daughter with autism, and
so it's
amazing, you guys.
But I think the most important thing is, Shannon, is that this pandemic has put everything just dead stop, and our goal is to continue being able to provide online content for free, to have the scholarships. The last camp we did, we still had this enormous amount of scholarships that we had to provide. And our income has dropped so dramatically that if we didn't have events like this, that would be the end. I mean, we have to make people understand that in order to continue doing the things we want to do for people, I mean, we're just next month, we're going to start seeing in-person counseling, because people, especially our guys, our autistic friends, they can't always respond to Zoom therapy. It doesn't work for them. They're too distracted by their own face. So we have these incredible therapists that have joined the team that are going to see in-person counseling starting next month at we have that incredible family therapy room that you've been in many times. Oh, yeah. So literally 2 people in a 50-foot room. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's absolutely, that's the way to do it. And we're able to do that only because of events like this.
Well, I got to say, I've known you guys for a while, and I knew about this dream that you wanted to see to fruition. And I've said before, I'm so proud of you that you brought this dream into being so that it was this physical place. And amazing things have happened there in the time that you guys have opened. And I can tell you that for those of us in the Los Angeles area, it has been a beacon of hope. We talk all the time about one of the last social things we did before the shutdown was the Valentine's Day party, and it will be something that my family will remember forever. It was so much fun. I honestly, when things get bad and I'm like, I remember that we had fun doing that, and we'll be doing that again. But I will say, as much as I have not enjoyed this COVID thing, I have enjoyed how people like you have picked up the mantle and said, okay, what can we do now? Mm-hmm. And you have been offering free online classes every day of the week to anyone. Yeah. And we've talked about that. And, for people who didn't have, I've had so many people come to me and say, I need something and I can't afford X, Y, and Z. And I've said, go, take a class. You can do it any day at the Ed Asner Center. And that there's a cost to that, everybody. These people have been supporting us for the last few years, in the last 6 months, totally for free. And there's a cost. Now, you may not be able to write a big check, but you can tell people about this tournament on Saturday. You can tune in and participate. You can donate as little as $5, which if everyone that watches the poker tournament contributes $5, then these folks will be able to continue what they're doing. But exactly. I also understand that there are like auction items.
That we and there's an online store.
Thank you very much. There's so much here that, it's difficult to get to it all. There's an online store that they can buy like merchandise that, that has to do with tournament. And then there's also we also have a huge silent auction that has some amazing things in there. And
amazing things.
One of the things we're doing this year that I think is kind of crazy and wild is we have a jersey. We have an official jersey for the Ed Asner and Friends Poker Tournament. And each celebrity that is taking part in this event is signing their jersey, even some that aren't, because Harrison Ford's not taking part in the event and he's signing a jersey.
Wow.
But we have a couple of people that aren't, like Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow is signing a jersey, not playing. But Lucy Lawless is another one. And we have, so they'll sign the jersey. It'll have their name on the back, and it'll say like Lawless, and they'll sign it, and then that's up for auction. And we have like a wonderful pair of Up shoes that Gary Bilodeau, the artist Gary Bilodeau, has signed.
Love Gary.
Yeah, we have a trip. We have some Broadway Zooms, like with cast members from like Moulin Rouge and Evan Hansen and a couple of other ones. We have a Napa wine tasting where they'll actually send you the wine, and you have a virtual tour of the winery, and it's just this, and it's great wine.
We have a bunch of Up paraphernalia that Ed signed.
Awesome.
So
I see that Plush Bed is back.
Oh yeah.
I almost bid on the Plush Bed last year, and I'm so sorry that I didn't. I might have to bid on the Plush Bed this year. Is there one?
Shannon, it will change your life.
I know.
Especially for chronic pain sufferers.
No.
This bed will change your life.
I know.
We sleep on a
I'm not kidding.
On a Plush Bed,
It's
and
like,
it has changed our life.
But it's like being in a nest of absolute perfection.
Yep.
I mean, it's not too soft, it's not too hard. It conforms to your body,
and
it actually doesn't overheat. Like I had a Tempur-Pedic, and you would be swelteringly hot.
And it's all organic.
All organic, 100% organic.
And they also, I think we also
they also do CBD pillows.
That's what I'm saying. So we also have a CBD pillow.
Oh, do we have that in the auction? That's awesome.
So and I have trouble sleeping at night.
Yeah, he likes the CBD.
The CBD pillow really helps me.
But the main thing is, you don't have to be a poker player. You don't have to, I mean, I certainly don't play poker, but it's such a fun, entertaining night. And there's something for everyone. It's not just like a bunch of guys in a smoke-filled room for 2 hours straight. It's literally like an entertaining, it's really a concert part of it too, as well.
I think what we're trying to do is, you've been there. So anyone who's been there understands that it's fun and unpredictable and just crazy, and we want that aspect of that in this virtual world. So that's,
and hopefully Randy Rainbow will be zany again, because he was awesome at the only drawback of that night was we had to go in that friggin' elevator that I still get.
Yeah, that elevator was not
that
good.
elevator.
That elevator was not good. I wasn't buying the elevator either, Navah.
No.
But I gotta say, last year I really loved it when it was,
that was
in the back lot in this where they had filmed Lou Grant, and but I will say to people, I love the red carpet, because the red carpet is super fun, where you get to hear what the celebrities say, and that's all really fun. But I think the most fun, which is what people are going to get to see that I don't think the public got to see before, what I always had a view of, I never was sitting at a poker table. And generally, they don't allow you to take pictures and film while they're playing poker, because somebody could get behind somebody and show pictures and stuff. That's going to be eliminated. And what's fun is the little conversations that have at the table, the little conversations that happen when they're on a break. And the little conversations by the food. The whole thing with Gary Busey last year, which just about put me on the floor, because Gary Busey thought I was a waitress and kept having me get him a Sprite.
That's funny.
And, and the conversations about that around Busey, those are the fun things that when I come home, everybody's like, so what happened? Behind the scenes. Well, that's really what everybody's going to get to see this time.
And you miss it doing your red carpet. There's so much going on. I never see that too. We're going to get a whole new angle to the fun.
I think people are absolutely going to love it.
I'm thinking of names that we haven't mentioned yet. Stephen.
Yeah, no, and I was trying to bring it up on my phone, but then I got so into what you guys were saying, but I did have some lists.
How about my cousin Mason Reese? He used to be a very famous child star, and now
he's going to play. Mason Reese is playing.
Remember, he used to do the Devilwood
Underwood hams.
Was he the little redheaded boy?
Yes, that's my cousin.
He's the one who cried on the Merv Griffin show when they played Cats in the Cradle.
He used to be on Mike Douglas show. Like, he was his regular. Mike.
That's what I think. That's why, not Merv Griffin, but Harry Chapin was going to be on. It's a famous thing that Harry
I know
Chapin was
exactly what
gonna
you're
be on,
talking about.
and he sobbed like his little
Yeah.
heart was broken. I've always wanted to meet him and hug him. Would you hug your cousin for me?
He lives in New York, so this is his opportunity. The first time that he can actually be in the tournament, and he's very stoked. And I'm so his mom, who was my last surviving connection to my dad, just passed. So I'm so happy that he has a little joy in his life.
I'm so sorry.
And
I saw that. I did want to tell you, so people that we haven't mentioned, Kim Cattrall,
Oh yeah.
You said Anna Paquin, Rosanna Arquette,
Yeah.
Howie Mandel. We haven't said Howie Mandel, Darius Rucker,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider. I mean, the list goes on, you guys. Go on their website.
Oh, Brad
Garrett, you never know what he's going to say.
Oh my, he's a live wire, right?
Especially with all the mishugas in the politics right now. You never know what that dude's going to say.
Could be interesting.
Yes. Well, people are saying online that they can't wait, that they're so excited for this event. We're really, really excited about it. So again, because I've noticed on the, whenever I see the PR for it, it shows the little Facebook sign. There's nothing for us to click. So
there's now a link that they can go to and click.
Okay.
Go to our Facebook page. It'll say live event coming up, and it'll
okay.
And
so
you can
do we need to register beforehand, or we just show up?
No, if you
only if you want to play.
Only if you want to play.
Okay.
Anyone?
Now, how much is it to play? What is it?
A suggested donation of $250.
Suggested donation
of $250.
Okay, well, if you're going to play poker with celebrities, you need to pay $250.
Yeah.
But I want to point out that you don't have to play to be hanging out with the celebrities. And
but Shannon, if they go to www.pokerwithed.com,
it's all there.
They can get the information of the online store, the auction. It's just easier to go to the page, and then honestly, they can see who's playing. It's just a clear like page.
www.pokerwithed.com.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so do that. And then is that the same place where we will bid on auction items?
There'll be a link there for that.
Yes.
And then we haven't mentioned this. The host for this show is Nick Ebert. Remember him?
My goodness, that's exciting.
Autism America. He was
That's very exciting.
Well, he's known him since he was like 5 years old.
I've known him since I was 14, and I exaggerated. You exaggerated a little bit. He's done hundreds of poker broadcasts. He's actually, that's how he made a living for a long time. And joining him will be Maria Ho, who is a poker
professional.
Wonderful.
And it's going to be great. It's going to be a great night.
But you'll also have Chelsea Darnell to do the celebrity side of it. And Chelsea, we've had Chelsea on the show. I just adore her. I just think that she is the most amazing thing. And she does such a great job on the red carpet. So that'll be really thrilling. And I love that you guys are walking your talk all over the place. You know what I mean? That's a really important thing. And I appreciate and applaud that.
And
so
incredible. See that we just, after camp was over, we literally I literally took like one breath, and then we went into retrofitting the majority of the center.
I saw the pictures.
COVID plexiglass, so we can reopen safely small in-person classes next month. And we can talk about that later, but after the response of the camp, the parents were like, you cannot go back to just virtual. You have to give us something. So we're continuing with the two directors, music therapists, Judy Langdon and Aviva. And they're going to be, we're going to start with just 2 days a week, one weekday class and one weekend class.
Okay.
In person, first come, first serve, because we can only safely have, a certain amount of people in these rooms. So they're completely plexiglass, COVID safe. All the instructors are going to be wearing masks. The kids have to wear masks. It's very, very safe. We had a very successful camp doing it that way.
Yeah.
Everyone, all the instructors and the staff have been tested. The kids, the problem is it's first come, first serve. We can only house a certain amount of people. So as soon as we have our date, I'll tell you about it, and we can talk more about that.
But people, if they're interested in that, they should be reaching out to you guys right now saying, I want to
I
do
would
that.
absolutely say if you're interested in our in-person classes, most likely it'll start on September 21st, the first Monday of the week in September. And just write to nava@edasnerfamilycenter.org and I can give you the full scoop.
And just so people know, we will be continuing the virtual classes too.
Absolutely.
That was going to be my next question, because I love that there are people who need in person, and they need it all over the world. But here in Los Angeles, there are people who do that. But I think that your online stuff has been a huge help to people all over the world.
And we're going to mix it up a little bit and have new online shows. We have people from all over the world really who are watching these things. We're not going to give up on them. And Chelsea has created this incredible social group. Yeah. So she is completely full steam ahead to continue that. And, we want to reintroduce I need your help with this. I want to reintroduce having our moms and dads support group continue.
Yes. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I really think that would be
there's no reason for us not to.
Yeah. And I mean, we can even do that online. That would be awesome. I do want to address, people have said the Ed Asner Family Center has been a huge support to the community and has really stepped it up during COVID, which I completely agree. Somebody said, love Rob Schneider. Like who doesn't? The man is so funny. He kills me. If you haven't seen 50 States, I think it's the quintessential Rob Schneider film.
Did you see the other day, there's some female wrestler that looks exactly like Rob Schneider?
No.
He was trending on Twitter the other day, and it was literally like they're doppelgangers. It's the craziest thing.
That is, I'd like to see that. That sounds interesting to me. But so if you're going to reach out and because you're in Los Angeles and you want to know and reserve a spot in those in-person classes, so it's Navah. But Navah is Navah. Don't forget the H at Ed Asner. Is it the Ed Asner Center or Ed Asner Center? Ed Asner Center. Okay, if you want to be, because I have been recommending to every parent of every adult that has an adult child, Chelsea's Saturday night movie.
Yes, it's amazing. Every Saturday at 7:00, and you can
7:00 Pacific time.
7:00 Pacific time. You have to register in advance because we've had some weirdo bombings. So you have to get the specialized link from Shelby at edasnerfamilycenter.org.
And that is a social group, you guys. You guys announced the film earlier in the week that they're to watch on their own. Then they come to the group on Saturday night to discuss the film. And from what I hear, the film is just a jumping off point for
exactly.
So it starts the conversation.
100%.
I love it.
It's become a social group. It's become a support group.
I think
it's become a group where the kids are connecting. And actually, I'm going to bring in Aviva's new campaign, which is kind of a militant liberal, my girl. I don't know where she gets it from. Probably Matt.
I can imagine.
And not for me. But she has decided she and the special needs community are going to save the post office.
Okay.
She is connected with these different organizations and schools in the different parts of the nation. And our community is going to reach out to these other communities. A lot of them are special needs communities. A lot of them are typical schools. And a lot of these schools are in person, by the way. And they're going to exchange addresses and they're going to start a pen pal group. So they're going to be, motivated to go to the post office, buy stamps, create these pen pals. But Aviva and her team are doing it very safely. They vet the addresses first. They make sure that these are real people. It's not, something that kids could get in trouble with.
Yeah.
There are parents involved. But the main thing is it's in these times, imagine how James would feel if he would start getting letters in the mail.
It's interesting you should bring that up because we've been home all summer and he didn't get to come and, he is missed being there.
Yeah, it's not the same. He's my right-hand man. I always keep
he loves you guys.
And I was short by James.
Well, he loves you guys and he loves working there, and he missed having his
Yeah.
summer job. But we had other things. It was brought up to me that a lot of our kids on the spectrum and not on the spectrum don't know how to address an envelope because it's like a dying art.
Yeah.
And that was something that was on our list to do this summer, was that he had to write some letters and address them and mail them, because our kids need to know how to do that. They need to know where the stamp goes. They're so used to emailing. They even pay bills online. So, it's an art that we need to make sure that we're teaching our kids. So he actually wrote a couple of letters and got a couple of letters back. And he was like, well, this is sort of quaint, I think was the word that he used.
Well, I'm definitely going to have Aviva reach out to James. That's for sure.
There you go.
But I think, like you say, there's a first step where maybe during her instructional weekly class, she actually does, because she was going to teach kids to make their own envelopes, to make kind of like an art project that they can send to their pen pal. So each week her art project is going to be connected to the campaign, the Save the Post Office campaign. And so maybe the first step should be, let's figure out, friends, how do we address an envelope? So that we've got to start with A.
Yeah, it's got to happen. So Shelby wants us to make sure that we note that this week only, because of the poker tournament, that the movie night will be on Friday night at 7 p.m.
Good.
So
and the movie,
she says here that the movie this week is Despicable Me. So is that 1 and 2?
No. He's talking, last week they did a Steve Jobs.
That was last week?
Yeah. Oh. Steve Jobs and the social network.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Well, this week it's Despicable Me. It's on Friday only this week because of the poker tournament. So your adult kiddos can go to the movie chat with Chelsea on Friday night, and then everybody can go to the poker tournament on Saturday. Yes. The red carpet starts on Saturday at 5:00 with Chelsea. And then what time does poker play start?
6 sharp.
6 sharp. Okay. So I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to the online auction too. But I really want to remind everybody that we all have a responsibility. You know how sometimes you go, oh, I'll do that later. I really like that. And then you turn around and it's gone. And you go, what happened? Why did that go away? And it's because we didn't all support it enough. That cannot be the story for the Ed Asner Family Center. They have been of service, and we need to make sure that we give them enough of a donation from this event, because you're not able to do all the events that you normally do.
No, I can't stress that enough. That's true. And we everyone's in jeopardy right now. I mean, everyone. I mean, we won't be here if we're not supported, and that's the truth.
That's right.
That's
right. And it's everybody. Everybody has to support. So if you are listening and watching this, you can do something. It could be that you just share information on your Facebook page so that other people can support it, and that's fine. That's a great way to support. But if you have $5, go through the couch cushions. If you have $5, donate $5, or look at what's available on the online auction and see if there's something that you were about to buy anyway. And
exactly.
Sometimes you get a great
present coming up.
I will say this: anyone who joins in to the poker tournament is entered into a drawing. So, and they'll be given out all evening. So it'll be nice ones. So it'll be fun for everyone.
Well, I think it's going to be great, whatever it is. And I'm sure that there will be some kerfuffles, and that should just add to our enjoyment.
This guy hasn't slept in 10 days. Don't tell him more kerfuffles.
No,
that will be the enjoyment of it. That will be what's quaint. I
agree. If as long as we get on the air and we stay on the air, I'll be okay.
By the way, the person that you suggested for our mascot,
your doggy,
she's gonna help us, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to you, and that's gonna be our next Brady Bunch of autism craziness is that we're bringing in this crazy a therapy dog to the center, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Kids are
I just,
freaking out.
you know, I have nothing but ideas. It doesn't mean I can ever get anything done, but I have nothing but ideas.
Gotta call Shannon.
But can I tell you that I think that you should document the entire thing? I think it's
I know, right?
An award-winning short film of the dog
screaming at me like, I knew the dog was gonna poop everywhere.
Yeah, and just seeing how the dog interacts. I would suggest that you like get somebody to document everything and get one of those cameras, what do they call them, that you can strap onto the harness of the dog so we can see from the dog's point of view, the center.
Yeah.
A GoPro, yes. And you can get even less expensive than GoPro, but strap a GoPro to the dog at some point so that we can see
we have to do that.
them interacting with the children, the kids.
I have a name for the film.
Okay.
It's called Center Dog.
There we go.
Center Dog.
There we go. Yeah, because it'll be, I can see an award-winning film. There we go. I also think that next year, when we're out of COVID, one of the networks should pick up the poker tournament and do it, on the network.
From your mouth.
Yes, God willing.
On both counts. May we be out of COVID. May we be out of COVID, and may we get picked up by a network. Yes.
Let's speak it into being. Hey, I love you guys, and I am so deeply appreciative for everything.
Miss you.
I miss you. You have no idea.
Over there and drag you over to my pool.
Oh, I want to be in your pool so bad. You have no idea.
I have to.
That's not going to happen. Just like I'm never going to surf, Navah, and you're just going to have to.
Don't say that. I could get you surfing easily.
If she can get me up on a board, she can get
now
you
you really challenge.
No, I've thrown the gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
But we will see. I want to propose that you do a social distance party in the parking lot of the Ed Asner Center.
Well, I was going to say that, and maybe I'll just say it, is that Eddie's favorite holiday of the whole year is Halloween, and Halloween canceled this year.
Yeah.
So we're going to create a safe Halloween party in the parking lot where parents can even just drive up and we'll very safely socially distance, give people tricks and treats that are safely separately wrapped.
That's awesome.
But the most important thing is that the friends can see the friends, everyone's dressed up, you have a reason to go somewhere dressed up, and I feel like we got to give our kids something for Halloween. They can't go door to door. And what can we do for them? And so we're all working on that as a team, and we'll have more information to follow.
And the Witch of the Center needs.
Oh yeah, you have to bring back the Witch of the Center
to go in Halloween.
She has to come back. Okay, I have an idea for that. We'll talk separately.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's 11 o'clock, but I adore you guys. I can't wait to see the poker tournament.
I can't wait. Jim and James.
And give my love to your entire tribe.
Okay.
And which includes everybody at the center, because that's part of your tribe too. But love all of you, miss all of you. And I hope you make a grunch of money, quote me, a grunch of money, because I know that that's what's needed to keep you guys like doing the things that you're doing. So everybody within the sound of my voice, we all have to participate in whatever way we can.
Thank you, Shannon.
And no, thank you. And I'll be interested to talk with you afterwards, because I'm sure that there will be lots of fun things. So adore you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you, Travis.
So www.pokerwithed.com.
Yes.
Okay. Pokerwithed.com. Go there, learn all about it, bid on stuff. You'll be bidding against me. Let's run up the bill. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yes.
All right, you guys. Love you so much. We'll see you. You too. Bye-bye.
Guys.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.